Look at those long legs fly. There's a party going on around town. It's one rowdy cowboy throwdown here in H-Town, where we're stronger than a hurricane.
What an outstanding competition.
From miles around, best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke.
Holy smokes, that's a lot of horse.
Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky.
Look at that.
Are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to
A hard-running steer, but he handles it.
Welcome to the show. That's perfect.
And here we go.
Here we go.
Hello, Houston! Oh, there is no sweeter sound than that, to hear the voice of Bob Tallman open another rodeo performance. Bobby's getting healthier every day, y'all. We talked to him. Trust me, he's healing up. Can't wait to get back out on the road for his summer run. But in the meantime, we'll just keep pulling this wagon, Andy. And, folks, I got to tell you, there's something really special about tonight's wild card. It features two brand-name cowboys in the bull riding. But first, let's talk about the fact that they were great in their horse events. They both had a chance to win $130,000 here this year. This is Wacy Shala. He's already made it to the finals in the bareback riding. This is Stetson Wright. He's already made it to the finals in the saddle bronc riding. But both of them are up in the bull riding today, and only one of them can come out of here as the winner. Will it be Wacy? Will it be Stetson? They haven't been as strong in the bull riding as they have been in the bareback and saddle bronc riding. The bulls have been getting the best of them, but one of these cowboys needs to step up today, that he has a prayer of winning $130,000 at Rodeo Houston. One thing about it, it's going to be exciting to watch, no doubt.
Well, the great thing is, Boyd, this wild card is loaded with talent. Look at the saddle bronc riding. We have two of the past 2 years' worth of champions. In 2024, we had the Australian Damian Brennan. Rode this horse Wild Cherry from the Calgary Stampede and won our title. The next year, we welcome in Ryder Wright, who leaves here the champion. So you saw his brother, who's got a shot at winning $130,000. Ryder or Damian, one of them is going to be kicked out. So we've got talent everywhere.
Yeah, and only one's going to survive. Let's go down to the arena floor to the third member of this team. Hi, Janie Johnson.
Hi, Boyd. I'm set up here behind the buck and shoots, and like a cowboy, Parker McCullum is here and ready to take the star stage after the rodeo performance. But Boyd, going off of what you were saying earlier, Wacy Shala is back here behind the buck and shoots to help the bareback riders. Now, you've already made championship in the bareback riding, so we can rest easy there. But tonight, what's it going to take in the bull riding on Smokey Joe?
Oh, I think he's one of the best bulls, arguably, this year, going up and down the road. So I think north of 90 is very possible tonight.
I like seeing that smile on your face already. Best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Wacy Shala, he's going to be out in the bull riding, and it's going to be the best man standing going into championship.
North of 90. It took an 88 to win the bull riding last night. I hope he is north of 90. We're starting with the tie-down roping, sponsored by Boot Barn. And what's the measuring stick? Well, last year's not only Rodeo Houston champion, but world champion Riley Webb left here with a championship saddle and over $65,000. Keep your eyes on that young gun, Ace Reese. Ty Harris, is he healthy enough? Hey, Trevor Hale's been fast this week. 6 men standing, only one's going to leave here. And to your point, Andy, in the open, if you go first, second, or third, you don't know what you need to do to beat the field, so you got to take chances.
So young Ace Reese, who qualified here by winning the permit finals, will be the one to set the pace. His fastest time this year, Rodeo Houston, is 9 flat. I don't know that 9 flat would be quick enough, so he's going to need his quickest run yet. And it looks like he broke the barrier. So what would have tied the arena record, we add 10 seconds to it for breaking that barrier.
Yeah, and remember our review judge. We have a replay review judge that either confirms every call, and that one has been confirmed. So a little rough on Ace for the first guy to go. Now, if you were here in Super Series 1, which was nearly 3 weeks ago now, Ty Harris hurt his foot really bad. He was in a walking boot. And he actually had to just nod and let his calf out in the third round, but he'd still won enough money to make it to a semifinals. He didn't get out of the semifinals, but this 2024 Rodeo Houston champion, 7-time NFR qualifier, former Rookie of the Year, man, he's got his mind. I tell you what, the ability to block out pain is a huge talent if you can do it. There's Ty firing. There you go, buddy. Hold him low, time fast. There you go. Rapping a hooey. Now, if that stands, I should just let you know, Andy, last night, Tough Cooper got out of his wild card with an 8-2. That 7-7 could be bulletproof.
And the presence of mind to keep his feet knowing he has that injured foot, that just shows you the perseverance that Harris has as he lets out a sigh of relief as the 7-7 becomes official. So now Dylan Hancock, who tied his calf in 7-7, one of the fastest runs we've seen this year at Rodeo Houston, has to match that time. But as tiebreakers go, he would actually be a little bit behind, so he actually has to be 7-6. Two-time NFR qualifier from the same hometown as Ty Harris. Reach out. We need to be quick. He's got to get the calf up. Calf jumps in his arms. Keep going. Oh, boy. By 1/10 of a second, he's just a touch too long.
Woo, the Wolves are out. Watch this, folks. Most Cowboys take 3 wraps around the hind legs of the calf. Ty Harris and Dylan Hancock said, I'm taking 2. Now, it's great. You could be a half second faster if you do that, but you also risk the calf kicking free. But because they've done it and set the bar at 7.7, I'm expecting every Cowboy to take a wrap and a hooey. 1 wrap around all 3 legs, and then 1 wrap around the hind 2. Tyson Durfee won the guitar in Super Series number 1. He won Rodeo Houston the same year he won his world championship in 2016. 42-year-old veteran. Married an Australian music singer by the name of Shay Fisher. Oh, Tyson. And that's going to happen now that bar's been set.
People are going to take chances, and the great thing is you do get paid for competing and completing your times in the wild card. So everybody's going to get a check, but it's not about the check. It's about the biggest win of all, as Ty Harris continues to watch on with 2 left to go. One of those 2, another up-and-coming talent in Macon Murphy. Past collegiate champ back in 2021. The next year qualified to the national finals rodeo. So let's go down the list of tiebreakers. So the second tiebreaker says Macon would win if he ties his calf in 7-7. Long reach, but it doesn't go on. And that's what they have to do, Boyd. They have to continue to take chances, but in no time.
Hey, Ty, how you breathing down there? I know you came here to win this thing, but there's one guy that's going to try to deny you, Ty. His name is 23-year-old Trevor Hale. He also came out of Super Series number 1 and made it to the semifinals with Ty Harris. He grew up showing horses. His mom trains them. He showed them. 6'3", 175. He was 9-1 in the semifinal. That wasn't fast enough. He's got to be 7'6". He reached for it. Going for the 7'6". Ty watches on. Wrap, hooey. Didn't work. 4/10 of a second too long, and the 2024 Rodeo Houston champion is headed to Saturday's championship.
One of the toughest tie-down ropings we've seen yet. It took a 7-second run, only 3/10 off the arena record to advance from wild card number 2. And all Trevor Hale can do is look up and try again next year.
Oh, swing that rope. Get loose. Get loose. Tyson Durfee's been there and done it. The baby face. And then the move out of the starting blocks. 2 swings and throw it. If you swing it 3 times, you probably swung it too many. Ty Harris says, here I come with a 7-7. Everybody else tried to catch him, but only Dylan Hancock, his neighbor in San Angelo, got close with a 7.8. All those eyes and faces will tell you all you need to know. The winner is the happiest man in Houston, Ty Harris. The Tom Green County Cowboy headed to tomorrow's championships. Thank you to Boot Barn for bringing us the tie-down roping.
Welcome to the Rodeo Houston Super Series Advancement Rounds. Here's how it works. We started with 360 athletes, 40 in each event, who competed in 5 different Super Series. The 4 highest money winners of each Super Series advanced into one of our 2 semifinals. There are 10 athletes in each of the semifinals. We will take the top 4 from semifinal 1 and semifinal 2 to advance them to the championship. The 6 that do not advance from each semifinal round get another chance. They'll go into one of our 2 wild card competitions. The winner from each wild card will advance to the championship for a shot at the $65,000. And that's how the Rodeo Houston Advancement Rounds work.
Hey, folks.
Get ready for the bareback riding. It's coming up next.
Hey, folks, if you're 21 or older, pledge to rodeo responsibly as the Miller Lite designated driver. Scan the QR code and receive a complimentary fountain drink or bottle of water. Responsibility has its rewards. Always plan for a safe ride home.
I want to say thank you to Cavender's Boot City. They sponsor our hard-working arena crew, and they're not always in the arena. They got to feed everything as well, but they're down in the dirt, on the chutes, making it all work behind the scenes.
So remember, if you can't make it to the rodeo tomorrow, you still got a way to watch it. Space City Home Network, the Cowboy Channel, and, of course, on Telemundo. Let's meet our 2 Spanish announcers. That is Enrique y Luis. Hi, guys. How you doing?
Hola, saludos, Boyd, Andy. Por supuesto, los invitamos que descarguen su aplicación si no están con nosotros mañana y también en RodeoHouston.com. Luis, toda la acción en español.
Así es. Please download the Telemundo Texas app. And now for the word of the day. You're going to love this. Victoria, meaning victory. All of our talented contestants are working very hard to claim victory of this outstanding rodeo, Rodeo Houston. La victoria es para el que está realmente ofreciendo el mejor y es la victoria. It is a sweet word, victory.
Yeah, it is. I'd like to use Victoria in the chuck wagon races sometime before this weekend's out. What a good-looking crowd inside NRG Stadium as they're packing it in. And the bareback riders are doing the same thing, except they're using a glove and a rigging. Chevron is bringing you the rigging riding. And 1 year ago, Rockin' Rocker Steiner, who had a quiet winter rodeo run, not a lot of money in Fort Worth, San Antonio, then came and won Houston and went on to win the world. Taylor Broussard's a veteran. Sam Peterson wants it as bad as anybody I know. Jacob Lees is a standout as well.
There is Taylor Broussard, and the rematch goes just as it did at the National Finals Rodeo on that big paint horse. First time he had that horse was in 2024 in Las Vegas, and this big paint from Pete Carr Pro Rodeo jerks him down, so a no score for Taylor.
Andy talked about this earlier on. The horses that are out tonight are not the kind of horses you really look forward to getting on. They all have a trick. They all have some power. Now, here's a guy that I am surprised to see in a wild card. This is Cooper Cook of Victor, Idaho. Standout at Western Texas College. He went to the national finals for the second time this past year. He won the first round and the 9th round. But he's got a Circle I bucking horse named a Circle I's that Waylon Bourgeois was 88 points on this horse in Window Rock. Cooper's got a chance.
Little hop, skip, and a jump before he gets going, but after that, it just goes into survival mode, Boyd.
Oh, this horse set him up. Oh, don't tell me these horses don't have a game plan, because these first couple of jumps are just scoot, 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 and then all of a sudden he busts in two. Starts to kick high out that back end, rocks the Cowboy up right there on his rigging, and all Cooper can do is hold on for dear life. Look at his face. If that doesn't tell you what he's going through, as much as that hurt, the score's going to hurt even more. 66. First qualifying ride.
Well, Sam Peterson has a horse from Generations called Barely Right. Already claimed victim in Koldak at Fort Worth, but Sambo's got him started. Boyd, when he gets a strong mark out, I think Sam Peterson can spur one as good as anybody.
And he did get one. Watch him hold his feet on this horse. And then when it's time to go to work, watch him fire to the front end, drag his feet to the rigging. He only had to beat 66 points to take the #1 spot at 78, but it's very rarely 78 wins a wild card. Last night's wild card was won by Jess Pope with an 88-point ride.
Well, let's travel to Caldwell, Idaho, and Jacob Lees, the #2 man in the world who finished second at Fort Worth, second at San Antone. He's got a national finals bucking horse from Pete Carr Pro Rodeo that Jess Pope was 88 on. This is Foxhole Gunner.
Cooper Cook was 90 on this horse in Salt Lake City.
Everything you got, let him roll. Bury your ass down. Go ahead.
There's the nod. The gray horse stalls for just a moment, but Jacob picks him up. Spurred over the neck. There's an extreme degree of difficulty for this pin, Boyd.
Yeah, now look, you don't just use your feet to spur, you use them to hold on. Right here, he's doing great, but when he kicks over that neck with that right leg right there, when he kicks over the neck with the right leg, he doesn't get the hold of anything. He's just grasping at air, and that messes with his ability. And at 78 points, he ties with Peterson, but will lose the tiebreaker. Lees is second to Peterson on money one in his Super Series. So Sam remains #1.
So it comes to Jaco Roper now. The Oklahoma man has a stallion from the Cervies called Enchanted Ernest. This is a big bay.
Bury your ass down, Jacob. 10 seconds. Every
Right now,
jump.
78's a low bar.
Set your brakes.
Two-time NFR qualifier. And I think Jaco's going to give himself at least a chance. Enchanted Ernest, Rocker Steiner was 85.5 on that horse in San Antonio. And Roper stays in the middle. And you bet he just gave himself a chance. 85 points.
As we get ready for Ben Kramer, we asked him to describe the camaraderie in the bareback riding.
It's not you versus the next guy, it's you versus the horse. So like all of us on the back of the chutes, we're cheering for each other just as much as we're cheering for ourselves.
And that's true. The people you see helping Ben Kramer right now are the very people he competed against tonight. Honcho, the Cervi brothers. He's got to be 86, I believe. Yeah, he does. 85.5 would get Ben Kramer where he wanted to be. The Max North Dakota Cowboy on a horse that Jess Pope was 86 on in Missoula, and he's going to be 2 points shy of the goal.
84 for Ben Kramer. Folks, he was giving it his all. but just a little bit short of where he needed to be to catch Roper. Let's give a round of applause to the North Dakota man laying it all on the line.
When we look back at this bareback riding, I want you to do one thing. Just watch the faces of the Cowboys who compete in it. Whether they're on the bucking horse or behind the chutes. Whether they're running their hand on the rigging or in the middle of the 8-second effort. The pain, the grit, the grind that you go for at 8 seconds at a time. Don't spur over the neck. Bear down in pink chaps. Give yourself a chance. And the grimace is real. The pain is real. The most physically demanding event in professional rodeo, the bareback bronc riding, and the regret is real, and so is the celebration. Yeah, he's a happy man. That'd be the amateur tattoo artist, Jaco Roper, headed to Championship Saturday. Thank you to Chevron.
Well, we're going to try to tattoo on with the Team Ropers. Tossing out a line, they are next at Rodeo Houston.
Thank you to Houston Methodist, the official healthcare providers for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and supporters of our Rodeo Houston Sports Medicine team, caring for our rodeo athletes.
Captions are available on your mobile device at rodeohouston.com/captions. We'll make it easy for you. Just point your camera at the QR code on the center screen, and it'll take you directly to our closed caption mobile app. While we mention our video screens, it's time to have some fun with the Carnival Cruise Line Cowboy Cam. There is a nice-looking young lady on the pool deck, the party deck, Janie.
And yeehaw, we love seeing our fans at Rodeo Houston, but you look even better on the back of a wild bucking bull in the rodeo arena.
Well, let's keep cruising, why don't we? Get a tan, wear your cowboy hat. I love seeing everybody having fun on the big boat.
You know, that's what I usually wear when I'm on the cruise ship as well. Look at that, we're riding a wild bronco, having a great time. Love to see it.
In weather like this, why not go cruising? As we say thank you again to Carnival Cruise Line for bringing us this cowboy cam.
So much fun to have out there. The bucking bull, it's uncanny how similar it is. Thank you, Houston, for showing us a good time, and thank you to Carnival Cruise Line.
Oh, you two go to the same barber. I can tell that, right? Yeah. Time for the team roping. It's coming your way next. It's sponsored by Corral Boots. And 1 year ago, the Navajo Nation's Derek Begay and the rancher from Arizona left here with $130,000 as the dynamic duo and Rodeo Houston champs. There are a lot of people I didn't expect to see in this thing, like Summers and Corkle, and the team we start with, Brown and Hawkins.
23 NFR qualifications between the two. Luke Brown, the 51-year-old header who's won over $3 million. Buddy Hawkins won this rodeo in 2024. We keep talking about the National Finals Rodeo because if you want to win a world title, that is the avenue, held every year in December in Las Vegas. Long reach by the South Carolina native, and a no time for our first team, Luke and Buddy.
I'm going to beat this drum until y'all tell me to shut up about it, but look, if you're one of the first 2 or 3 teams to go and you don't have the complement of knowing what's been done so you can adjust your strategy at the beginning is just to go what Ty Harris did. Be 7-7 and put pressure on everybody else. Let's go to the 2 kids. They won the first round of Super Series 1. Cavis Drake's 19, Denham Ross is 21. The first time ever in this room they won the round. Longhorn catch. Hello. There you go. Just as a measuring stick, it took a 4-3 to win the wild card yesterday. Right now, 4-5 looks really, really good. But knowing that a 4-3 won the round yesterday leaves you a little hesitant.
Pressure can crush concrete, but it can also make diamonds. See if we can find one. Marcus Theriault and Chase Graves, number 9 and number 11 respectively in the world standings. They are the champions of our 3rd Super Series, so they already have a pair of guitars. But they have to be 4 and 4. Can we do it? Oh no! We catch an outside leg and we broke the barrier, so we will max out in penalties 18 and 9 once we add it all together. Too long for Marcus and Chase.
Yeah, that's, I got a CPA that does the math for me, and either way, he's going to say that's not good. Okay, here's a team that won the guitar in Super Series 1. On the left of your screen is a guy that has won Rodeo Houston twice, in 08 with Chad Masters, in 2016 with Clay Tryon. Clint Summers on the right of your screen, a 5-time NFR qualifier, the 2024 NFR champion. That 4-5 does not intimidate these two Cowboys. As a matter of fact, if anybody has the ability to go them on the big hop, on the back end, it's Jade Corkle. The minute Clint makes the complete switch with that steer, and the steer's got his head down, and that's not how you want him. You want him up and looking. Here we go. Well, they had broken the barrier, so regardless of what happened in the back end, the barrier again is going to be confirmed by our judge, whether the infraction was our replay official, if you will. And the call stands, but because Jade missed, it's still going to be a no time.
Mason Appleton and Sid Sporer. Mason, number 13 in the world. Sid, number 26, coming from Cody, Wyoming. The champs of our 4th Super Series. 155 apiece. As you look at it, they could be 4 and 5 and tie. We got 2 horns. Can we get 2 feet? No, it's the one that got away. Steer jumps out of the loop. So the 4 and 5 holds with 1 more team to go.
But literally, we only have 2 qualified times out of the first 5 teams to go. And look at Sid. He is just reared back, looked at the ceiling. All right, Brenton, Caden, you've done it before. Let's do it again. They advanced out of Super Series number 5, 3-time NFR header, 2-time NFR heater. Both these guys are big. 6'4" on the horn catch inside, 6'3" on the heel. Neck catch. 4 no times out of 6 attempts. And that's what happens on a wild card. It's either feast or famine. And tonight it was a little more famine than feast, unless your name is Drake and Ross.
The look, the intention, the details that come together. Once you take that left-hand turn, a long toss by the header, a heeler looking to scoop up 2 feet. And when it all comes together, it'll be the 2 young bucks that best a field full of NFR qualifiers and millionaires. 19-year-old Cavis Drake, 21-year-old Denham Ross advancing as we say thank you to Corral Boots for bringing us our team ropers.
Oh, the bronc reins, the stirrups, the leather, and the mane. It all comes together in the saddle bronc riding when we return.
Hello amigos, this is your telenovela friend Gabriel Soto. And my friends at La Michoacana Meat Market want y'all to have an amazing time at the rodeo. If you're drinking, celebrate responsibly. Plan ahead, choose a designated driver, or get a safe ride home. Because at La Michoacana Meat Market, we care about you and our community. Enjoy the show.
Check out the best seats in the house. Those happen to be the chute seats, presented by Chenier, right behind the bucket chutes.
Guys, it's autograph time in the fan Zone, presented by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. I have already met an incredible fan, Parker McCollum fan as well. You've been in line to get a lot of autographs, show off this hat, but you're coming back every 15 minutes because whose autograph are you the most excited about?
I'm ready to get the Bull Riders.
All right, the Bull Riders will be up here. In fact, all your favorite Rodeo Houston athletes make their way up to the fan zone after their events. You can meet them, get an autograph, get a selfie. You can also meet two of our biggest stars. We know them, we love them. Leon Coffey, John Harrison. They're up here in the fan zone every single night. Our rodeo athletes, our rodeo royalty, the fan zone section 104 and 124 every night.
Oh, I like that goatee. You're going to grow one, grow it right. And he's definitely doing that part. He's here ready to watch saddle bronc riders battle it out. 6 men with only one cowboy surviving to move on to the championships. It's brought to you by Energy Transfer.
Go back one season ago, it was Right or Right. One of our 2 past Rodeo Houston champions you will see in this wild card round, and they will battle it out. As we mentioned at the top of the show, Damian won this rodeo in 24, so a very talented field as we begin with Visalia, California, and Lefty Holman on a National Finals bucking horse, Boyd.
Yeah, this is a horse called San Angelo Sam, and as Lefty goes to get that back cinch, that's an important part of his gear. Now, unlike the bareback riding where they rode with a rigging, here they ride with a saddle, swells that you squeeze with your knees, and that's Rocker Steiner to his left giving him a hand. And the stirrups, you can't lose his stirrup during the ride. You can't switch hands on the bronc rein during the ride. This horse bucked off Rusty Wright in Pecos. Stetson Wright was 86.5 in Oakley. You're looking at a 27-year-old cowboy who has big-time rodeo blood in his veins.
And if I remember correctly, this horse is not going to buck straight down the pen. You are going to see all kinds of ducks and dives. Let's see if he can survive the storm. To the right, keep going. San Angelo Sam, the paint from Pete Carr. Pretty solid trip. That horse is looking fit, and I love what we're seeing from Lefty. Pretty straightforward tonight.
Yeah, he just did his job. And you're right, this horse throws a little at him right there. Kind of moves his head, see how he swoops right there, but that's not enough to get Lefty Holman out of the saddle. He'll be setting the bar in the bronc ride, and the question will be is how high is the bar he's setting. Holman, granddad, competed at the national finals. Ooh, it's a good bar. 85.5 points. I'll just mention it took an 89.5 by Rusty Wright to win last night's wild card. Now to the former champion you talked about in the opening, Damian Brennan.
2 years ago, he took our title, the winner of Super Series 5. He's already won over $7,000 here this year. Got a horse called Dirty Roots from Pete Carr. The Tanner Butner was 91 points on.
Laying it on me pretty good.
West of the Pecos Rodeo.
Here you go. Good there. Go ahead.
Whoa! Turn right before you go ahead. Oh, uneven. There you go, Damian. The kid who was a college standout at Western Texas College won the national championship. The horse went forward before he went right. Then he threw some moves at him along that wall and finally evened out. He had to be 86, but instead he's 75. And it looks like the former champion of Houston is going home, not going to Saturday.
So it comes now to your defending champion and a 3-time world champion by the name of Ryder Wright, hoping to join his brother Stetson and his brother Rusty, who qualified out of Wild Card 1. Rose Valley from Generations Pro Rodeo. Horse has a 50% buck-off rate, but Ryder is weathering the storm.
Oh, it tried to cloud up and rain all over him. He just pulled out his umbrella and said, "You're not going to bother me," because this horse did rock him into his bronc ring just a little bit. But Ryder did what needed to be done by a half a point. Wright takes the lead as his brothers cheer him on. How about 86 points, number one, and wild card number two. I tell you what, that'll be 3 Wright brothers in the wild card.
They're getting stingy as now lefty Holman has been kicked out. Cade Bruno starting to heat up at the right time. He just split the win in Arcadia last week. The winner of Super Series number 4. He's got a horse called Chili Winds from Pete Carr Pro Rodeo. Tanner Butner was 88 on this horse at the Lee County Fair and Rodeo in Lovington. Gus Galliard was 87.5 in Fort Worth. We need the same kind of numbers here. Can Idaho beat out Utah? I said it last night, I'm gonna say it again. Don't give me a riding utensil.
Woo. This is when I'm glad I'm not a judge. I think he throat latched that horse, he did. And he's gonna win the tiebreaker with an 86-point ride. So Ryder Wright is out. Cade Bruno was in with an 86-point score. So what? We need an 86.5? Fear not. Our next Cowboy was able to be 86.5 back in Super Series 5 on a horse called Freedom Express from the Calgary Stampede. This is Colby Wanchuk, a Canadian Cowboy and a Canadian bucking horse. He's been 86.5 this week in Super Series 5. Now he has to do it again.
Stockyards Babe, the horse from Pete Carr Pro Rodeo that's been to the national finals. Wyatt Casper, if you go back to 2024, was 87.5. But this horse could buck you off. Kicked out Brody Wells at San Antonio. The Calico Paint starting to the right, coming back to the left, now smoothing out. And Colby is going after it. The question is, with half the score for how well the Cowboy rides, the other half for how well the horse bucks, you have a degree of difficulty from the change of direction, kicking high and hard out the back, but he's a 1.5 shy. 84.5 for Colby.
Oh, and now we come to the man named Riggin Chaz Smith from Winterset, Iowa. If he ever gets a haircut, you get a mohair blanket out of it. Riggin Smith has got a horse called Tony Hawk. Bucked off Shea Fournier in San Antonio. Jake Finlay was 86.5 on this horse in San Angelo last year. And guess how many Riggin needs to be? 86.5. He would lose the tiebreaker by $500 at 86. So he's got to be 86.5. Remember, all markout rules are reviewed by our replay official, either confirmed or overturned. Horse leaning a little bit, want his head up a little bit more. We haven't talked much about the markout rule.
He's sitting like an old dog here.
Said he's sitting like an old dog.
Oh, son.
Well, he is. He's leaning to the back slide gate.
All your horses do the same thing, Binion. This ain't it. There we go, right there. Okay.
Horse takes a little scoot. Then Tony Hawk does a kickflip. Cade Bruno's watching. Oh, look at Cade smiling.
Yeah, he's not a judge, but he's pretty certain that probably didn't. But he wants to wait and see for sure. Horse takes a scoot on the way out of there. He holds his feet for 2 jumps. And the Riggin comes in with a 78-point ride. And again, he wasn't smiling because Riggin wasn't 86.5. He was smiling because, you know what? One of us had to move on, and it looks like me. I'm the guy going. So Cade's having a conversation with Binion Survey. Bronc, rein, and balance. Yeah, this is not so much a fight as it is a dance. You've got to be able to get in rhythm with the horse. Lift on your rein, front feet forward when the horse's front feet hit the ground. Woo, rider. That got western. There's Rusty and Stetson cheering their brother on. But that's the winning ride right there. Look at his toes turned out. Watch him turn those toes out. If you don't think that earns points from the judges, it does. Some guys are disappointed. Actually, 5 of them are. There's only one guy that's completely happy, and that's the guy named Cade Bruno. He's moving on to Championship Saturday in the Saddle Bronc riding, which was proudly presented on this day by Energy Transfer.
More Cowboys coming your way. Steer wrestling is in next at Rodeo Houston.
So everybody look at the big screens because it's time for entertainer trivia. And that trivia question is on the big screen. If you answer it correctly, you have a chance to win season tickets to the 2027 Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. So answer the question on the screen and good luck.
If you're at Rodeo Houston, you want to visit the Fan Zone, presented by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Section 104 and 124, you can see all our fans having a great time getting a selfie with Leon Coffee. Hello. Also getting autographs from Miss Rodeo Texas, all of our rodeo royalty. You also have the chance to see Rodeo Houston Championship saddles up close at both locations. So be sure to check out the Fan Zone.
While we're checking things out, why don't we look at the video screens? Because here comes that Carnival Cruise Line Cowboy Cam. Scan to play along with us.
And let's get a yeehaw right here. A great looking fan there on the left. Next thing you know, she is on a wild bucking bull, about got him broke to ride.
Looks like he's on vacation. He brought his spectacles up on the party deck and his cowboy hat.
Oh, so much fun to see. And the glasses even look good on the back of a buckaroo bronc in the arena. It's so funny, uncanny how similar it is.
We have had some wild rides inside, but outside it is a beautiful night at the carnival, and we hope you can join us before we close out the show. But now it's all about speed and how fast can you wrestle one to the ground. Steer Wrestling, brought to you by Mattress Firm. Last year, it was the talents of Tucker Allen. The California native left here as the champion and won a gold buckle. But we've got some top-tier talent. Gold buckle and past Rodeo Houston champ Tyler Wagasback, but we start with a Canadian.
Big Scott Gunther, 6'1", 210. Finished 4th in Super Series 5. Did make it out of the semifinals, so now he's here. Set the bar! But there's penalty flags on the ground. As we've seen in the previous timed events, it is not uncommon to be the first guy or gal to go and break a barrier. Again, this call will be reviewed by our replay official, but it's pretty common that you can tell by the way the mechanism was tripped whether the horse or the steer did it. So with the penalty, it's a 14-6.
In strolls 24-year-old Grant Peterson. Just a couple of days ago, won the rodeo in Arcadia, South Florida with a 4 flat. Would love to have that time here. His quickest time this year at Rodeo Houston was 4 and 5. It's the champion of Super Series 2. Won just over $4 grand. Good look at that steer looking out. He will try to set the pace with a clean run. Now he wants that horse standing in the corner because you've seen how important the start is. The horse kind of leaps up. He'll go over the head of the steer, no time.
So it's a little bit of a soft beginning. Still 4 guys to go. Likely one of those 4 are going to be the one moving on. Let's go to the number. Well, here's a look at the replay as the horse rears up, and then the horse moves left, and Ryan lets that left horn slip by his chest. And like George Strait, he'd like to have that one back. Let's go to Innisfail, Alberta, Canada, Ryan Schuttberg. Finished 4th in Super Series 4, number 13 ranked cowboy in the world, too high. The steer went left, and that didn't give him any room to get down between the horse and the steer. If 14-6 wins a wild card, that would be history-making.
I don't think it's going to happen. Next man you're going to see, Tyler Waguespack, travels with Mark Joyner. We asked, who's the worst driver between the two of you?
Out of the driving, I'd have to say that Mark's probably the worst. I don't do much driving. I'm kind of the veteran of the crew. I just leave it up to the young bucks like here.
Yeah, he thinks I need practice, but he actually drives the worst.
And they do a lot of driving. Folks, this is a future Hall of Famer back into that box. A Rodeo Houston champion, a 5-time world champion. And for the big man's event, he's not even the biggest guy here. 6'1", 190. Wags down and dirty. There it is. Now there's an official bar. Now yesterday it took a 4-2 by Chance Howard in order to advance. So we'll have to wait and see if this 4-8 is good.
Well, and that's why you see when he's walking back, he's not overly excited. He's not jumping up and down because he knows 4 and 8 is vulnerable.
Well, let's see if we can see where Chase is at. Let's look back at Chase Crane, round 3 Super Series 2, 4.1. Watch this. Solid run. Even in slow motion, it looks fast. And then the celebration dance.
Still want to know the name of it. If he can duplicate that run, he would be the man to beat. It's looking like it wasn't the pass. 4.3. Shake it, but don't break it, Chase.
Oh, that's good, Chase. That's good. 4.3. Not only did he get out like a bandit, he laid that barrier line back, but his celebration dance might be better than the Luke Branquino booty shake. Now that's saying a lot.
There is so much going on, I don't even know what to call it. Cash Rob of Altamont, Utah now has to be 4 and 2. The young man that's built like a 55-gallon drum brings it. Broke the barrier. 13 and 8. The former Rookie of the Year and NFR champion was going for it all, but it will be Oklahoma City and Chase Crane that will advance. Come on, folks, give it up for those steer wrestlers. That was a great field.
Now the first guy to shake his hand, Tyler Waguespack. Going, good job, Chase. There's Wags. He'll not be here tomorrow. He'll go back to his Georgia-bred wife, and oh my gosh, Chase, that was beautiful. Left horn down, nose comes up. Oh, Scott Gunther. Good days and bad in the bulldogging game, and while the 4-8 looked like it might work, once again, Chase Crane's doing all the dancing as he gets ready to run for the gold tomorrow. Chase Crane advances to our championship Saturday. And we say thank you to Mattress Firm for bringing us the steer wrestling.
From the speed and the steer wrestling, we bring the fastest ladies in professional rodeo. It is the barrel race coming up next.
During today's Junior Market Barrow Auction, generous donors showed their support for hard-working young exhibitors. The Grand Champion Barrow, exhibited by 15-year-old Landry Mabry from Oglesby, Texas, sold for $505,000 to Bridget and John A. Grimes, Jackie and John Hodges, Raytech Construction, Greg T. Reyes, and Denise and Chris Boning. The Reserve Grand Champion Barrow was shown by 13-year-old Mason Albus from Morton, Texas, and sold for $375,000 to Lisa Blackwood and Kimberly Wilkins, Kathy and Matt Norris, Randa and Ray Gilliam, Andrew Isherwood, and Jeremy Henry, State Farm. We would like to thank all of our auction donors for their ongoing support and congratulate our hardworking 4-H and FFA junior market exhibitors.
Hey folks, if you haven't checked out Fun on the Farm, you're missing out. Bring the kiddos and have them explore the world of agriculture where they can gather eggs, plant crops, and even milk a cow. While you're there, check out the goats on Goat Mountain. Fun on the Farm is in the Junction, and it's open daily from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
We're watching you.
All right, Rodeo Houston, may the fastest horse win. It is time for the ladies barrel race. Our 3 barrels are set up. And last night's wild card, it took a 14.73 to move on. I think it's going to need to be even faster tonight in the wild card.
I agree with this pen of horses and these jockeys. The barrel race should be excellent. As we say thank you to our friends at S&B Engineers and Constructors for bringing it to us. One season ago, it was the world champ, now a 2-time Rodeo Houston champ, Cassie Mowry. Her and Jarvis left with the biggest check of all. Look out, Michelle Alley, one of our sweepers, Boyd.
Yeah, she swept Super Series 1, got the guitar, but we start with last year's champion of the Calgary Stampede, the number 3 ranked barrel racer in the world, Anita Ellis. She won San Antonio. The Blackfoot, Idaho cowgirl, a little wide on that first corner. And that's not what you want to do. Then the horse kind of stops coming out of corner number 2. Just not as smooth as she probably would have needed to be. 15-18, likely won't get it done. It took a 14.73 yesterday, 15-18 for Anita.
Yeah, Boyd, we talk about that first barrel a lot. It is blind. You could not see that barrel until you were already running up next to it. We're getting set for Katie Jo Halbert. She's riding this horse, Penny. She jump rode this horse, meaning she never ran Penny until Rodeo Houston. You can see Katie really giving the check on that first barrel, and they nail the timing. Here we go around the second. She is laying down a run, and this team has gotten faster and faster every run here at Rodeo Houston. Way to go for Katie Jo. And a 14.46, that is a fast time. That's going to be tough to catch up to.
Well, for a young lady that was 9/100ths of a second off the number 1 semifinal pace, that's a great rebound. But look out for Michelle Alley. She has been as fast as 14.35 after sweeping Super Series 1. She won the wild card last year to advance to the championship night. What can she do in wild card 2? Riding with a red shirt, 14.51 by 5/100ths of a second. She's a little too long, so Katie Jo can breathe just a little bit longer.
Well, guys, we knew it was going to be a fast night in the barrel race. Katie Jo Halbert comes out, clocks a 14.46. But like you said, Andy, Michelle Alley, she was so close behind her, 5/100ths of a second. Let's see if we can find where the difference was. Michelle Alley, she's on the darker horse and the red shirt. She comes in closer to that first barrel, but Katie Jo wraps it just a little bit tighter, and that puts Michelle Alley going into that second barrel just a little bit behind. Michelle had to do a leg lift. Her horse turned that second barrel so tight, she starts to catch up there, but then Katie Jo's just a little bit ahead. You can see these horses have different turn styles. Katie's horse goes a little bit further by the barrel, but her horse runs home just a little bit faster. 5/100ths of a second can be the difference in going on to the championship round. 14.46 is what they are all chasing. But coming up in this next set of barrel racers, we have Jordan Driver, who during her Super Series clocked the second fastest time we have seen so far at Rodeo Houston. This is her and her horse Cyrus. They clocked a 14.18. If they can come in here and do that all over again, they are going to be headed safely to the championship round. The ground is set. It should be good, and Jordan Driver is coming up next.
All right, Janie. Yes, she is the 6th generation rancher. Her mom, Jennifer, was a standout competitor. The 2025 Rookie of the Year in the WPRA has to be faster than 14.46. Here comes Driver, Garden City, Texas. And oh! She murdered that first barrel. That horse craved it. I would hate to be her knee right now. That knee hurts. You can't take a 1,200-pound horse into a 55-gallon drum and hit it like that. It not break the skin. Ouch. 1996 for Jordan.
All right, let's get set for Kayla Costa. She's originally from Brazil, but moved to the U.S. in 2016. She fell in love with Marcus Costa, world champion tie-down roper, and she is chasing her barrel racing dreams on her awesome horse, Dragon Roll, who just recently came back to competition. Kayla Costa has been an incredible jockey since she was 5 years old, and this horse is awesome. He wraps that third barrel, and he's got a long stride running home. Oh, we were so close. 14:48, 2/100th of a second off of moving on out of the wild card.
So it comes down to Port Lavaca versus Stephenville. AC Pinkston, the reigning collegiate champ for Texas State University, formerly known as Southwest Texas College, the winner at Rosenberg, the winner of Super Series number 4. Can she be quick enough? The bay horse is making the turns. One more to go. Now go as fast as you can, ACP. 14:52 by 6/100ths of a second. One of the tightest rounds of barrel racing we have had yet, but she will fall just short, and Katie Jo will move on.
Whoa, there's the backup flag. We use an electric eye to time the barrel racing runs. The closer you can get, the faster you're going to be. There's the leg lift that Janie talked about a second ago. Michelle Alley with down the alley performance horses. And there's the Brazilian who came to America in 2016. Whip and ride, ride him like you stole him. But when it was all said and done, the horse race goes to Katie Jo Halbert. She'll be in the winner's circle and in our championship round tomorrow. Thank you to S&B Engineers and Constructors for bringing us the barrel racing.
The next Cowgirl contest, it is breakaway roping time. And we say thank you to our friends at Oxy. They bring the breakaway ropers your way. You will see the young lady that left here as our champion tonight. She is in wild card number 2. We are talking about Taylor Munsell. She's also next. She's the next one to go. But she is one of the 5 athletes that parlayed a Rodeo Houston championship into a world title.
And Aaron Johnson, who will follow her as a Rodeo Houston champ as well. There it is, Taylor. She's clean at the line, folks, and she did what champions are supposed to do. They're supposed to come out and set a bar that will be extremely tough for anybody to pass. That 2.8 won't be easy, although I will point out Hayden Thompson won the wild card yesterday with a 2.4. Let's go to the 2022 Rodeo Houston champ.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Taylor Munsell, she set the bar high, but Erin Johnson, she is the winner of the inaugural Rodeo Houston Breakaway roping back in 2022. She's from Colorado, 4th generation rancher. She is a 4-time National Finals Breakaway roper, 3-time world champion. Long story short, she knows how to get it done when it counts. Now, I can't quite tell what she's trying to say. She's want to make sure everything is set just right, especially when you have that 2.8 on the board. The calf is still in the arena, so we're making sure it's clear. She's a horsewoman. This horse, Chico, is one of the best in the business, partially because Erin Johnson is such an incredible horsewoman. But we're gonna need this calf looking straight, her horse set up right, and a quick throw if we're gonna be a 2.8. Here we go. The throw. And Erin Johnson will not be moving on to the championship round.
She did what she had to do. She tried, tossed it out, but no time. Madeline Richards of Hereford, Texas, qualified to be here out of our 4th Super Series. She's won nearly $6,000. Won Abilene, Kansas, and Vernon, Texas. She's been as fast as 2 and 8. She was pulling up at the barrier line. Yep, she would have broken it, but a no time regardless. We are 1 for 3, Boyd.
Well, that 1 is pretty good. However, in comes the reserve world champion from 2025, riding the AQHA Horse of the Year named Dutch. This is Josie Connor, Iowa, Louisiana, the 2022 Rookie of the Year. Now, she was one of the first to go in the last semifinal and ended up with a no time. And that's not uncommon when you're early, when you got to set the bar. But now she knows there's a 2.8 and nothing else to worry about. Come be 2.7. Four-time NFR qualifier, won the Snake River Stampede in Nampa last year.
She's such a cool customer. They're telling her she's out. They're taking chances. I mean, I know we keep saying it, but it's the truth. When you have to be 2.7 in order to move on, you have to take chances.
That's exactly right. We're going to see that in these next two breakaway ropers as we get ready. They're going to be making those quick throws, taking risks, because a 2.8 is smoking fast, but Summer Williams has already done that. She was a 2.5 in her Super Series. She just needs to repeat that exact scenario. Your Rookie of the Year from 2024. She's got a fast horse. Oh, and she tried to fish it on. They're going for it, guys, but they're all trying to catch up with Taylor Munsell.
Yeah, and Janie, that's such a fabulous point. If we wouldn't have that 2.8 on the board, look at her smile. She's just happy to be at Rodeo Houston. But if we wouldn't have had that 2.8 and we would have said, okay, you got to be 4. You got to be 4 seconds flat, I would submit to you that all 4 of the ladies that just missed would have caught. But Aspen Miller, the Sam Houston State University standout, went to her first national finals last year. 25 champion of San Antonio. Aspen just has to be 2.8. If she's 2.8, she would win the tiebreaker. There's the knot. Here comes Aspen. Fire away. And 3.2. Only the second catch, but 0.4 of a second too long. So the defending champ is going to have a chance to defend.
Taylor Munsell will be back as Aspen Miller completes the catch, and we'll get another check, but there's how it all begins. You tie your rope to the saddle horn as you see a shot of a buckle from a go-round winner at the national finals. The ladies give chase, swinging a big loop, licking their lips at the opportunity to try and win the biggest check of all, and they are chasing that lady. A look of disgust, a wry smile from the defending champ, and a smile and wave from the lady where the water is weird in Mineral Wells, but it's Alba, Oklahoma's Taylor Munsell that will move on and try and defend that title. Thank you to Oxy for bringing us our breakaway ropers.
It's about to get crazy in NRG. Bull riding in the Bayou City when we come back.
Check the screens for the answer to the trivia question. The winner will be announced on March 21st.
And be sure to visit the Fan Zone presented by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in section 104 and 124. Take a picture with your favorite rodeo stars or get an autograph. I'm set up here behind the chutes with NFR bareback rider Jaco Roper. Jaco, it came down to the wild card. You're moving on to the championship round. What does it mean to you to compete here at Rodeo Houston?
It means so much to ride in the 10-man and make it through the wild card. It's really tough set of guys and tough horses, and this is one of my favorite rodeos, and this crowd is a hell of a crowd.
And you made such a great ride in the wild card tonight. We're going to take a look at that so you can kind of talk us through it. It was a tough group, but you had a great horse.
Yeah, I was pretty nervous to get on this horse. He's not very fun, and I just had to tough it out, and worked out pretty good, looks like.
It definitely did. Hey, I gotta know, why do you wear those hot pink chaps?
Because I'm a girl dad, I guess.
He's got 2 twin baby girls. Jaco, congratulations on moving on. We wish you the best of luck in the championship round.
Yep, thank you.
Jaco Roper is your bareback rider moving on. Thank you to our friends at Houston Methodist for all that they do for our Rodeo Houston athletes.
We see you, and we see you're smiling. That makes us happy. When you're happy, we're happy. And this will make you happier. Bull riding inside NRG Stadium on a wild card night. Sponsored by Rock and Roll Denim. Everybody wants to be this guy. The champion of Rodeo Houston, Tristan Hutchins, won it all a year ago, went on to his 4th National Finals rodeo. But man, oh man, I talked about those two guys, Stetson Wright and Wacy Shala. Hey, there's no guarantee either one of them win it with Jensen, James, Rice, and Kimsey in the hunt.
But who's protecting them? These 3 men on the left of your screen, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Dusty Tuckness. The man in the middle, 6-time NFR qualifier, Nate Justice. And on the right, the brand new proud papa, the fastest man on cleats, Bo Sheets. And don't sleep on this one. Wearing the red hat from Soper, Oklahoma, the Triple Crown winner and your entertainer, Mr. John Harrison.
Hey, Houston, are you ready to ride some bulls? Let's do it.
First up, the 3-time world champion bull rider, the 10-time world champion cowboy, Stetson Wright, has a bull that's named Pretty Boy from Pete Carr Pro Rodeo. They average 84 when they ride this bull. This young man is the face of professional rodeo.
Around that.
10 gold buckles. Into his hand. Into his hand. Here comes Stetson. He made it.
Boyd, you teased it at the top of the show. With a qualified ride, there's still 5 men to go, but he is one step closer to a $130,000 payday. The first man to go sets the bar. 88 points for Stetson.
Oh, you love it when a superstar rides like a superstar. Great work. Not a Bryce Jensen, last year's Rookie of the Year. He got a guitar. He won Super Series number 3. But oh my gosh, this bull, Andy, oh my gosh.
It's a national finals bucking bull called Hostile Takedown. The bull has been bucked 31 times, ridden once. Bryce, the young man, coming off his first trip to the National Finals Rodeo.
We could make history in Houston tonight if he's only the 2nd man ever in 32 trips to ride this bull. Let's help him ride it.
Starts up over that rope. No! The left foot comes loose and he goes flying.
That will cost you 4 carnival tickets. Let's go down to Janie.
Stetson Wright, after that ride, you're back. You're having a big conversation with your brothers. What were you telling them?
Oh, I just told them I just needed that one ride. This has been probably the slowest winter I've ever had when it comes to bull riding. I've had a lot of long talks with my dad, and I'm glad I finally started listening to him.
Stetson, it also seems like in a wild card situation, when the pressure is on, you always seem to step up to the plate.
Yeah, coming into tonight, I knew I had nothing to lose. It's big scores or you go home. So, I mean, these rounds, they're funner to me because I just get to do my job.
Top of the leaderboard. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Guys.
All right, Wacy Shala's that other guy, and you know Stetson will be watching this one, Andy.
Indeed he will. In order for there to be a battle, there has to be an opponent. And right now, Wacy is that man. He just crossed the $1 million mark. He's got a bull called Smokey Joe that has never been ridden. An unridden young bull from Pete Carr Pro Rodeo. Bucked off Trey Benton III in San Antone. Look at the horns on that bull. Sure hope he doesn't get close to John's barrel.
That's where you and I are different.
That was nice of you. I don't want him close either.
I hope he gets as close to John's barrel that he could sniff his cologne. Oh. Oh, Wasey, it's okay, man. We'll see him in the bareback ride tomorrow. But he really wanted to make it back in 2 events. It would have took an 89-point ride to do it. So no score for that Rookie of the Year. Now we go to the 2024 Rookie of the Year. This is long, tall Cooper James, 6'1", 170, on a bull that is 36-7. That's an 81% buck-off rate. Jeter Lawrence had this bull in San Antonio, was 89 points. We call him Richard.
When they ride this bull, they average 88 points. Jeter Lawrence was 89 on him in San Antonio. All right, Coop. If he were 88, he would win the tiebreaker versus Stetson Wright.
There we go.
But first, you have to try and make the 8-second whistle on this black and white bull.
Cover him up.
There's the nod. Now, you see why that bull's been to the National Finals Rodeo twice. They did not bring the tweets out. They brought some of the best bucking bulls in the world, and you're getting to see them on display, Boyd.
Woo! You talked about the feet earlier. That was what happened here. Watch when the feet come off the rope, it's game over. Your hand could be in the rope all day, but if your feet aren't on that rope, you're not going to last long. So there was like 2 weeks between Super Series 2 and semifinal 1. What did this guy do during the 2 weeks between Super Series 2 and semifinal 1? He went to Austin, Texas and won their extreme bull riding with an 89.5-point ride. That was worth $13,000. Warmed up the rosin on the tail of that rope.
So he's telling them to pull.
Each bull rider likes his rope at a different tightness level. You don't want that rope to travel, although Donnie Gaze did when he rode. But they pull him a little tighter today.
You've never ridden a bull, John. Don't you dare try to lie to us.
Well, y'all up there lying to people all the time. Why can't I lie?
Just because Grandpa did it doesn't mean you can.
That's a fine point.
Stetson Wright, the man who is winning our wild card, was 90 on this bull in Fort Worth, but he's only been ridden 3 times. ETO, that's the bull. But the heater that Dylan has been on is now cooled off, brother. No score.
Got him on the end of his arm. What do I mean by that? Watch his riding arm. You see that bend in that elbow? See the bend in the elbow? Then the arm goes straight. Once he loses that little bend in the elbow and that arm goes straight, it's a little tougher to stay in the movement you want to maintain in order to twist one. Yeah, John, you are not your granddad, okay?
No, I never claimed to be. Thank you.
Just remember, he could ride bulls, you can't. He could handle his liquor, you can't.
Gosh, it seems like you know me well. Boyd is, he's always picking on me, okay? He always wants the bull to come out here and hit the barrel.
How many of y'all think it would be a much more entertaining bull riding if the bull would go out and hit the guy in the red and gold right while he's in his barrel? How many of y'all think that would be fun to watch? Yeah.
All right, I agree. If the bull hits the barrel, I make the deal that Boyd buys everybody in here a beer.
That's what you get for thinking when you're not used to doing it.
Common sense is free, and I still can't get in it.
Trey Kimsey, Strong City, Oklahoma, was a trick rider as a kid, and he has made magic before on the back of a bucking bull, 4-time NFR qualifier on a bull called Cowtown. This bull has a 91% buck off. Bucked off his older brother Sage. 6 tries, but only one made it to the whistle as we watch Trey again on Cowtown. That bull is now 47-4 as the Strong City, Oklahoma Cowboy comes down much sooner than he wanted. One thing about bull riding, friends, you gotta want to do it. It's gotta burn in your belly, and Stetson said, I just needed to make one ride like this. I talked to my dad. He said, just break the ice. Get one of them ridden, and he did. And guess what? Everybody else who tried after him, they didn't. Wasey went flying. Cooper James went flying. Lost his feet. Dylan went flying. Bryce went flying. The only man to ride was the man with that smile right there. The face of professional rodeo, 10-time world champion, Stetson Wright, will be out in 2 events tomorrow in our championship round. In the bull riding, we think rock and roll denim. Up next, a very special tribute to some of our favorite athletes. We want to welcome some lucky recipients of our Rodeo Acts of Kindness program. They've been moved down from the 6th level to these great seats thanks to our Rodeo Acts of Kindness participants, 5th, 3rd.
Hey, get out your phones and scan the QR code up on the screen, and you could be featured on the Raising Cane's Selfie Cam. Those are some fans that are having fun. Those are some big smiles out there. Houston, thanks for sending it in. I think we see some Parker McCollum fans out there ready for the concert. Okay, somebody's having a party up in the stands. We'd love to see it. That's a beautiful cowboy hat. You were rocking that. Send in those selfies. We want to see you up on the big screen. You guys are stars ready to shine. We love seeing you be the star of NRG Stadium, getting ready for Parker McCollum. Hanging out with your best friends here at Rodeo Houston. Oh, what a nice looking couple. Hello. Welcome to the rodeo. Hey, you're on the big screen. Pay attention. We love seeing you up there. You never know when you're going to be featured, when you're going to be famous. Somebody went and won something great at the carnival. Aw, what an adorable little girl. All right, thank you so much, Rodeo Houston, and thank you to Raising Cane's for the selfie cam.
For generations, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo has welcomed professional athletes from around the world. They come to compete and take part in one of the most exciting and celebrated events of the year. But the Cowboys and Cowgirls admit they'd be nothing on their own. They fully rely on their partners, and now Oxy is honored to present the other part of the team that these athletes cherish, the part of their team that they love and fiercely protect, just like a part of their family. This is historic Rodeo Houston footage from over a decade ago of 2 legendary horses. On the left of your screen is a mare named Hostage. On the right is a stallion named Lunatic Fringe. Both of these horses have done their part to help crown Rodeo Houston champions over the years. But they did something else. They raised a 14-year-old daughter. This is their daughter, Lunatic Bayou, and she's followed in her mom and dad's footsteps. This mother of 4 has bucked the top rodeos across the United States, including here at Rodeo Houston. Listen, these animal athletes were born to be bucking horses. They're loved and respected by the Cowboys that dare to ride them. And soon enough, the youngest member of this deep bloodline, the son of Lunatic Bayou, his name is Lunatic Bay. He's the grandson of Hostage and Lunatic Fringe, and he will be setting records of his own one day. You know, some horses are born to run fast. Some are meant to work with cutting precision. But these athletes were born to challenge their riders. Bucking comes natural to these broncs, and it's our responsibility as well as our honor to make sure that they are cared for with respect because they're a part of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo family as well. And they represent both the legacy and the future of our rodeo. We've been cheering for cowboys and cowgirls all day. What do you say we take one moment to give a round of applause to the animal athletes that carry them to glory? They have ears, they can hear you. And thank you to Oxy for presenting our Born to Buck legacy. You can see these beautiful horses up close at the Born to Buck exhibit right behind the junction.
All right, our kids are ready inside NRG Stadium. They are rolling in because all the calf scramble action is coming up next.
Our arena crew, those talented folks that work the gates, all the chutes and the equipment, they feed the cattle and the horses. They are a talented crew, and they're sponsored by Cavender's Boot City.
Life on the road of a rodeo athlete can be challenging. That's why United Airlines is thrilled to reunite rodeo families and bring them along for the ride.
Dusty Tuckness is one of the best in the business. He's a 10-time PRCA Bullfighter of the Year who risked his life night in and night out to protect our athletes. Not only is he as tough as they come, he has a heart of gold. His father is his mentor who sparked his interest in bullfighting, and his mother is his #1 fan. Dusty, you're constantly on the road, and we know how important family is to you, so we want to unite you with your family as often as possible with airfare from United. You were selected by your peers because they think you deserve this, and so do we. Congratulations, Dusty. You are tonight's Rodeo Reunited family, sponsored by United.
Congratulations, Tuck. Oh, there's pretty people in Houston. And they've come to watch a calf scramble that's one of the best in the world. It's sponsored by Transocean. Tonight, we want you to keep an eye out for the first scrambler to properly catch a calf across the line, because that scrambler will have the chance to compete in the Super Scramble tomorrow, March 21st. Let's join Andy and Janie to meet tonight's scramblers.
It will be super tomorrow, but today it is calf scramble number 19. 10 young men and 20 young ladies, all in 4-H and FFA, hoping to catch a calf. Janie, you had an extra moment to talk to some of our scramblers. Give us some inside info.
That's right, Andy. A lot of girls in this group, so go girl power. And we also have some experienced scramblers that are going to be in here. Varsity football players, rodeo queens, rodeo kids. We even have a future dentist and a dog trainer. So quite a variety of kids. Let's go ahead and get it started with Carson Ray,
Thomas Hayes,
Emma Meyer,
Jeremiah Garcia,
Rodrigo Escobar,
Camry Murray,
Rayleigh Carson,
Brooke Dealman,
Taylor Fisher,
Hunter McCary,
Trenton Holland,
Waverly McCauley,
Colt Reed Steele,
Graham Harris,
Wade Keelman,
Autumn Sakala,
Jordan Broderick,
Benjamin Fuentes,
April Torres,
Rolana Balazmark,
Natalie Rodriguez,
Layla Watkins,
Layla Anderson,
Tori Mabry,
Haley Wetzel,
Itzel Rangel,
Tristan Field,
Ellie Mabry,
Ken Leafield,
and Natalie Brown. Those are your scramblers for number 19. Let's give them all a round of applause. Every time we host our calf scramble, and this is the 19th one in 2026, we have two individuals that help us out. First, we welcome our gate opener. It is the head football coach at Texas A&M. Give it up for Mike Elko. Now our calf scramble starter, the Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer for Transocean, the official calf scramble sponsor, Thad Veda. Swing that gate open, coach, so the calves can head south. Our calf scramble committee has created the lane. They are all hoping to block and tackle. Once they find the calves, Halters are ready. Let's see if Thad can drop the hat. When he does, it's time to go. Let's catch a calf.
Oh, wow, this is a tough group of calves, but we have an even tougher group of kids. We've already got one caught inside the box. That is number 25, Haley Wetzel. She wants to be a radiologist one day. And a tough red-headed cowgirl out there who's gonna catch that calf, hopefully soon. Who will be the first?
Got to keep your head on a swivel out here, Janie. They come from all directions. Once you get that halter on, you got to bring them in the box.
Yes, exactly. You got to go back out to come back in. That's how the rules work. Okay, that's number 27, Itzel Rangel. That's a cool name. He wants to be a dentist. I don't know how that could play out in the calf scramble feature, but very smart kid.
See if he can wrangle an official catch. Number 27 had the halter on but lost his cap. That's Tristan Fowle.
Oh, wow.
Look out for number 11, Trenton Holland of Conroe FFA. Carson Ray right behind. Just a few more steps. Now they're starting to come in.
All right, number 11 crossed the line. You said it, Trenton Holland. He just loves hunting and football. A man's man. That looks to be number 1, Carson Ray. She's caught before in the calf scramble, and she's really ready to show in the big show. So congratulations to her for crossing the line and catching a calf.
I'm here with Trenton Holland, one of the first catches of the evening. Now, Trenton, did you have a strategy coming into this?
Just run straight for it and just tackle it, get it down the best I could, just halter it down as fast as I could. I gotta pee.
Okay, all right, well, that's a lot of information. Now, we also want to know, bathroom break and everything involved, do you going to bring a steer or heifer back to the show?
A heifer.
Why?
Because, I don't know, I just would rather a heifer.
All right, well, guess what? Mom and Dad are going to be excited. You caught a calf, buddy. Give it up for Trenton Holland of Conroe FFA.
We got a bit of a calf tangle happening in the calf scramble out here. I don't know if that counts if it runs across the line with another calf. You get double the points, Andy?
No, one calf at a time, Janie.
Oh, fair. All right, I don't make the rules. You know,
I understand.
From these hard-running calf to our rodeo athletes, Houston Methodist and Rodeo Houston Sports Medicine are standing by to take care of any injuries that we may have to our competitors. So far, so good tonight, but thank goodness that we have Houston Methodist here to take care of everybody.
Great thing about this program, it dates back to 1942, and it's awarded over $22 million in certificates and prizes since it all began to nearly 25,000 different exhibitors in 4-H and FFA. It also begins a year-long process because once you catch a calf, you'll learn all kinds of skills and what it takes to raise that calf and bring it back to the 2027 Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. The life skills you'll learn, like the responsibility of caring for a living animal, financial accountability and record keeping, decision making, and communications as you keep in touch with their donors throughout the entire process. Still got one calf giving some troubles here on the north end.
Yeah, really, it's come down to the 2 calves over there by the buck and shoots, and we have a whole herd of kids that are ready to catch them.
They are giving chase, seeing if they can capture those 2 remaining calves. Tell you what, this is not a time to go get a hot dog. You need to watch this action.
These are some tricky little guys out there. Okay, number 17, she's got one caught, Jordan Broddick. She plays softball. She's an athlete. She knows what she's doing. We've made it to the front. We've got the halter out. I think that calf is claimed.
That is a great job showing you how that camera goes on. Keep going, number 5. You're not done. That's Rodrigo Escobar. He's got it by the tail. Dang it. It's the one that got away. Oh. Can he become the calf whisperer? Now she's got it by the tail. That is number 9, Taylor Fisher. That's a sneaky one. That's number 17, Jordan Broderick of Denton FFA.
Yeah, Jordan's got it in the bag. We're smooth sailing now to a catch. Good job.
I don't know if it's smooth sailing whenever John's involved. We're in trouble.
Fair point.
Looks like Mom and Dad are watching on.
Love seeing all the family and friends in the crowd support these great calf scramblers. It is not an easy job.
I can promise you, if you raise livestock, you participate in 4-H and FFA, it takes a village. Just a few more steps to make the catch official for number 17, Jordan Broderick. Let's give her a round of applause, friends. Excellent work. As that looks like number 12, Waverly McCauley of Harris County 4-H. Good job, Waverly. Thank you again to our friends at Transocean for bringing us the calf scramble. Don't move. Coming up soon, it's the Chuck Wagon Racing at Rodeo Houston.
It's our distinct privilege to honor America's heroes as well as their families who support them, like our Gold Star families who have made the ultimate sacrifice. On behalf of Crown Royal, we salute the men and women in uniform that make it possible for all of us to live with freedom and pride in our country. We'd like to acknowledge the many heroes that are in this audience tonight, people you wouldn't even know have served. So if you are a current member or a veteran of the United States Armed Forces, would you please stand and remain standing, or raise your hand and keep your hand raised. Tonight, the Crown Royal Military Salute is proud to honor all of you. These are men and women who love their country enough to die for it. They swore an oath to keep us safe and free from all enemies, foreign and domestic, and they come from every walk of life, every faith, but they are still proud Americans, and we should be proud of the service they have given this nation. So with one voice, Houston, Texas, how loud can you get for the veterans of the United States Armed Forces? And thanks again to Crown Royal for sponsoring this special salute. It's time now to take you behind the scenes with the Axis. You smell like a heifer.
How would you know what I smell like?
What passed before your eyes?
You don't want to know. I just.
Oh.
Just so y'all know, Boyd is the only person that would lock his mom up in prison for a year for $1 million. He would do it.
It would not.
Would too. I'd pay $1 million to get my mom out. Isn't that home of y'all's state penitentiary?
You act like you know a little bit about that.
I go to see my mom about every 2 weeks.
In McAllister?
How did you know where our state pen was?
I see your mama too. Chuck Wagon Racing. Heat number 1 that features Baylor, Ford, and STX Beef. I'm sticking with Baylor. All right. Enrique and Luis, you get to pick next.
All righty. Let's go with STX Beef.
All right. Andy and Jamie?
I think that makes us Ford. Easy.
That
We'll
makes
take
you
the
all
winning
Ford.
team. Why not?
Yeah. Are you picking by yourself now?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Andy, he's busy. We're already winning.
Is he like the calf scrambler? Did he have to go to the restroom too? they go together? I don't know.
Poor Andy. No, we're already winning, so he doesn't even bother.
Oh,
Why
yeah,
not?
there's the leaderboard.
We got it
Andy
taken
and
care
Jamie
of.
at 3, Luis and Enrique at 2, and yours truly, El Diablo at 1. All right.
He's talking smack. We're already winning.
It's
Well,
2
we are.
laps. First horse to cross the white line on the west side. On the second lap is the winner.
All right, here we go. Ford's in the back, but they are creeping up on the inside. Get ready. Andy's not here, but Jamie's going to bring it home for the win.
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid it's going to be STX Beef. Here goes. Second lap. Let's go STX for the win. Let's bring it home, STX.
Inside, Baylor. Inside.
STX. Here we go. STX. STX. Come on. Pull it out.
Yup. That's what I'm talking about, guys.
Good job, Jamie.
Whew. Okay.
Hey,
Good job. Good job.
It's big limit.
hey, okay,
It is. I'm wearing my shiny outfit because I'm the winner.
Jamie, I'll just point this out as a positive, okay? You look so much better without Andy beside you. That's number one.
Hey,
Number
don't
two,
offend my teammate,
number
okay?
two, you didn't pick the winner. You got left with the one that won, but you didn't pick it. That was all that was left.
I'd rather be left with the winner than be the loser.
Ah.
Thank you to Baylor, Ford, and STX Beef. Hey, boys, upstairs, we're running out of races. Chevron, Kroger, Mustang, Cat. I'm sticking with Chevron. They're up next. Chevron, Kroger, Mustang, Cat. Chevron's my wagon.
All right, so we're going to go with?
Go ahead.
Kroger. Let's go with Kroger. Here we go.
All right, well, then I'm going to go with Mustang Cat. Black and yellow, baby.
Like a bumblebee, you're going to get stung.
Here we go.
I mean, even a hog finds an acorn every now and then. Surely I can win one race.
I don't know. You might be out of acorns, buddy.
Here we go. It's going to be Kroger tonight. I feel it. Let's go with Kroger.
Hey, everybody,
There's
you
my
do
man.
what we did. Pick a wagon, bet against your friends, and see who ends up right. Pick a winning wagon and cheer them on.
I pick Kroger.
It's a 2-lap race. Here's lap number 1. You still have time to pick your wagon. Come on, Janie.
Okay, what did they say? Black and yellow, black and yellow. You know what it is. Here we come. Mustang Cat on the middle, about to finish the first lap, and we're coming for another win.
Texas, make some noise.
Here we go,
Let's hear it for
Kroger.
Kroger. Kroger, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. They're taking first place. Damas y caballeros, ayúdenos. Magníficos caballos. Gran talento. Somebody scream.
I think I might scream
Oh
because
my
it looks
goodness,
like
Jamie.
another swing.
Oh my goodness. Jeez.
Get you some of that.
Let me see the replay.
You need
Watch
to
the
go
replay
solo.
all you
Replay.
want. Yeah, watch it all you want.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
I'm just having fun down here. Oh, wow. That is
Hey,
clear as day.
hey, just so you know, we're up by 3 with 2 to play. In golf, that means the match
I
is
don't know.
over.
Yeah, all right. So
Jamie,
you
you're better off
two
solo.
winners go away and go celebrate where we don't have to listen to you celebrate. Luis and Enrique and El Diablo, we got 2 more chances. It's you and I. It's the 2 of us now.
El Diablo.
I want those flowers, Boyd. You've been talking about the flowers all week, and I want them.
You're going to get your flowers. I can tell you that.
How
Thank
about a
you.
big round of applause for the drivers?
Thank you to Chevron, Kroger, and Mustang Cat for bringing us our second heat of Chuck Wagon Racing. It's just right around the corner, folks. You're going to see it soon, so be patient. Mutton Bustin' is on its way at Rodeo Houston. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a word from our chairman of the board, Pat Man Phillips.
Howdy, I'm Pat Man Phillips, and I'm privileged to serve as chairman of the board of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. On behalf of the show's 36,000 volunteers, we want to thank you for your support so we can keep doing what we do best, promote agriculture, our rich Western heritage, and support the youth of Texas. I've lived in Texas all my life, but it wasn't until I moved to Houston that I felt the power of a community that works together. We have access to all forms of professional sports, music, and live entertainment. And it's right here in our own backyard.
There's nowhere else we would rather have our organization or a basketball team than Houston. You know, it's home. I love to brag about the Rockets and the other sports teams in town. And one of the first things out of my mouth when I'm talking about the great qualities of Houston is the rodeo.
I'm a music guy, so knowing the wide range of programming that the rodeo offers over the course of March is incredible to me, and in that I think the Houston Symphony and the rodeo have a lot in common.
These organizations bring fans together to celebrate under one roof. They stimulate the economy, provide education, and give back to the community. It doesn't matter if the performance is on a stage, grass, or dirt. They make our city not just a place to live, but a place to be proud of.
I feel like we've never been in a better spot as partners, and our partnership as we're looking into the future is really, really bright.
I think we should all be grateful to be in this town, and we're grateful that we have the rodeo to kind of bring us all together every year.
I think our relationship with the rodeo is unique. We both have the same goals for the community, and that's a partnership that we've enjoyed and we want to continue for many years.
Because of you, we can all continue to do what we do best, and for us, that means promoting agriculture, showcasing our rich Western heritage, and supporting education for the youth of Texas. Hope you enjoy the rest of the show. Let's rodeo!
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Hey folks, it's time to vote for the Hard Luck Awards, sponsored by Amegy Bank. You get to be the judge and decide who our winner is tonight. Watch the replays and your applause will determine who had the toughest luck. They'll go home with an extra $200 in their pocket thanks to Amegy Bank. We have 3 rides for you to vote on. We want you to cheer for all of our athletes, but save your biggest applause for who you think had the roughest ride. So I'm really excited about this part of the show because the power goes to the people. All of you get to decide who gets the money from Amegy Bank tonight. It's up to you to decide who had the hardest luck. And with the Parker McCollum audience, I understand you know rodeo. So you know every event has its share of hard luck. So get ready to watch the 3, and when you see the one you know might be the toughest, let us hear your roar from the top of your lungs. For example, we're going to start with a steer wrestler. It might not look like much, but watch the left horn go to the right eye. The left horn to the right eye, right there. And down goes Mark Joyner. He had a 3.6 run earlier in the week, but this one was no fun at all. Bam! So listen, when a guy hits the ground going 40 miles an hour, you can't be silent. Come on, everybody, get loud! $92? Okay. I understand being patient. Let's see what the bull rider can do.
Yeah, we got to do better than that. Here's Creek Young. You're going to get 3 shots at this, okay? Watch. As Creek tries to ride this bull, his feet come loose, and he is going to get hammered in the back. Right there. This bull kicks him out the back door. Right in the back as he goes. Folks, we need to help this guy out because he's still got a bruise right there on his spine. Give it up for Creek Young. $93, we're headed in the right direction.
Yeah, but if we don't get 100, it'll be the first time throughout the entire rodeo we never had somebody with 100. So come on, fans, you really got to bring it for Clay Jorgensen. Have you ever heard the term, down goes Frazier? When Ali hits him and he gets knocked out, well, watch this, knocked out. That's Clay Jorgensen. Yeah, back of the head hits, boom, he's out. I'm not kidding, folks. We had to wake him up, and he said it is sure good to be here in Louisiana when he came to. We knocked him out. It's up to you to wake him up tonight. Come on, bring it. $100. We met the threshold, and thanks to you, Clay Jorgensen gets the title for tonight's Hard Luck Award, sponsored by Amegy Bank, taking home $200 cash. Now, during tomorrow's performance on Championship Saturday, we're going to show our top roughest rides, and the winner tomorrow will be crowned this year's Hard Luck Award champion. They'll walk away with a grand prize of $2,500. That's the Hard Luck Award, sponsored by Amegy Bank. Well, there's a very special part of our show that's about to unfold in front of you. We're going to go down to Andy Seiler. You've got an impressive herd of steers down there, buddy.
Yes, I do, Boyd, because right now on the arena floor of NRG Stadium are 36 Texas 4-H and FFA students exhibiting their champion and reserve champion junior market steers. These steers represent the best of the best at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. These are the grand and reserve breed champions of the 18 different breeds all vying for the title of 2026 Grand Champion Junior Market Steer. For the past week, our Junior Market Steer judge, Blake Nelson of Platte City, Missouri, has been evaluating nearly 2,000 Junior Market Steers that competed here this year. Thank you, Blake, for your time here supporting these Texas youth, and we appreciate all the time and hard work you have put in with these exhibitors. These market champion steers will sell for top dollar at the Junior Market Auction tomorrow, Saturday, March 21st at 11 a.m. in the NRG Arena Sales Pavilion. And now the judge will make his final decision. The champion, with a breed of the other cross too, it is Mason Grady of Grandview, Texas, from Johnson County 4-H. Presenting the awards to the Grand Champion exhibitor, we welcome Pat Phillips, the chairman of the board, Sean Lahane, the vice president and officer in charge of the Steer Auction Committee, and Amy Coates Monteverde, the vice president and officer in charge of the Livestock Committee. Okay, Mason, this has got to be the opportunity of a lifetime for an exhibitor such as yourself.
Yes, sir, it is. This is one of the greatest moments of my life.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the Steer Committee right now?
Thank you so much for everything you do. Without y'all, us kids couldn't do this. So thank you so much.
Speaking of kids, what about a kid that might be sitting in the audience right now wondering if they could do this same thing?
Listen, what you need for this is hard work and determination. If you can have those two things, you can do anything. So if I can do this with those two things, you little kids sure as heck could do anything y'all want to.
Give it up one more time for your grand champion, Mason Grady of Grandview, Texas. Now our judge will make one more pass to select our reserve grand champion. Your reserve grand champion, showing a Charlet, it's Jed Hale of Miami, Texas, and Miami FFA. Presenting the awards to the reserve grand champion, we welcome our president and CEO, Dr. Chris Bowman, Jason Williams, the chairman of the Steer Auction Committee, and Lori Diaz, the chairman of the Livestock Committee. Jet, what an awesome achievement, but this is a little bit of an old hat for you, is it not?
Yes, sir. This is the 5th time I've been in the rodeo and the 3rd time I've had reserve grand champion.
So tell us a little bit about the steer that you showed this year.
So this is Ryan, and he's been a pretty good one to us. I mean, we've showed him in the summertime, and we were pretty excited to have him at Houston this year.
What are your plans moving forward?
Oh, I think I'm going to go to Texas A&M, and I'm pretty excited because it's Aggie night, Gig 'em Aggies. And from there, I think I'm going to get an ag business degree at A&M. But it's been a pretty hard year, so I'm just thankful to be here and thankful to take it day by day.
Congratulations, young man. One of the top 2 steers at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. I am here with our judge, and he has seen nearly 2,000 steers. But tell us, Mr. Nelson, what do you see in the youth of Texas in this great show?
Well, this show of these kids are second to none. My hat's off to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo and the great kids of Texas. Phenomenal, phenomenal animals, but even better kids. Let's hear it for them.
Thank you so much, sir. Congratulations to another successful show, and congratulations to our exhibitors.
It's time for the Mutton Bustin'. Here's Andy and Janie, brought to you by HEB.
All right, Andy's making a run for it, and he made it here just in time to kick off everybody's favorite event. It's time for the Mutton Busted.
I have no idea who the first Mutton Buster is. I'll get my list in a minute.
I got you. There you go. Andy, how you feeling? You okay?
I'm ready to go. Let's begin with Rachel Rosen of Bel Air, Texas. 6-year-old Rachel. First to try and stay aboard. Can she do it?
Future policewoman, yes she can. And I love your pink outfit along with those pink boots. You are amazing.
6-year-old Finley Abbott of Katy, Texas. Wants to be a dentist. Love those boots, Janie.
Smart and good-looking cowgirl out there making a great ride in the Mutton Bustin'. You shine like a star.
Cypress, Texas's Carson Carranza. 6-year-old Carson wants to be a large animal vet.
Okay, and check out those Nikes flying across the pen. Still on the sheep. We made it to the flock. Good job out there. Future veterinarian.
To Alice, Texas, we find Ivan Gonzalez. Go, Ivan!
Future bull rider, and you can see why. Look at this ride he is making. Tuck and roll. Way to go. It's an impressive set of kids.
Michael Goodrum, Houstonian who loves Mutton Bustin', wants to be a baseball player.
He's an athlete. You can see why. That was a great ride. Good effort out there.
Parker Okafor, 5-year-old Parker, likes roping and funnel cakes, wants to be the president.
Absolutely, our future leader right there. Good ride. Wave to the crowd. There you go.
Here goes Axley Holiday. 5-year-old Axley coming at you.
Oh, and we're short of boot, but not short of a great ride. Good job out there. Someone's going to find your cowgirl boot, give it back to you.
She's
that
like,
was awesome.
I don't want to get my socks dirty. Noah Lemon of LaPorte, Texas. 5-year-old Noah is ready to ride.
Loves the team roping, wants to be a firefighter, already an awesome trick rider in the Mutton Bustin'. That was so amazing. I don't know how he did that.
Sweet. Melissa Steele, 6-year-old Melissa, likes bull riding and eating beans.
What an awesome cowgirl. And hey, we're making her ride. She hung on the side of that sheep all the way to the back end of the pen. That was awesome.
Olivia Marie Thomas of Magnolia.
Love the name Olivia. Love that ride you just made. Good job, cowgirl.
Emma Hollick, 6-year-old Emma from Conroe, Texas, likes the big bulls at the rodeo.
She likes the big bulls and the big pretzels. Girl knows what she likes, and I love that all-white outfit. You are looking awesome. Good ride.
James O'Connor, Toller, Texas. There's a bull rider in the making.
Oh, man, and that was a tough sheep. He ducked, he dove, he threw everything at you, and you were incredible.
Sawyer June Presley, 5-year-old Houstonian, likes singing and bunnies.
Aw, that's so cute, but there's nothing cute about this because she is an awesome, tough mutton buster. Good ride, and I love the pink boots.
What a great group of mutton busters. Awesome job by them. They're smiling, they're waving. They'll take that back number home. You might as well frame it, your name's on it. It is a memory created for all of them. They're gonna get a special prize. But every time we do this, we select one individual that maybe rode just a little bit farther. They're gonna get a championship belt buckle, and they get a chat with Janie.
All right, I'm with our winner, Noah. Hey, Noah, I want to know, what's your favorite animal? Sheeps. Hey, that makes sense because you just rode a sheep. What do you want to be when you grow up? A fire truck. Amazing, Noah. Because you are our champion, Melissa from HEB is going to give you this beautiful belt buckle. Take it out, show it to the fans, show it to the crowd. Noah is our champion in the Mutton Bustin'.
Good job, Noah, and thank you to HEB for bringing us the Mutton Busted.